Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Christy Strauss, and I'm a broker sales manager at Insurance Advisors Direct. Today, we have with us Mariana Martin of Capital Life, presenting the electronic process of taking a Medicare Supplement application. The technology components at Capital Life are just one of the many reasons that Capital Life is becoming a fast-growing Medicare supplement carrier. Mariana is actually one of the sales executives at Capital Life, and she was also a sales executive on the team that rolled out AARP. And we are thrilled to have her facilitate today's presentation. So without further ado, I give you Mariana.
Thank you, Christy. Welcome, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the new Capital Life Medicare Supplement Plan and how we can make this product work for you during these uncertain times and social distancing that are going on. So let's talk a little bit about the company and the product. Who is Capital Life? Well, we are part of the Liberty Bankers Insurance Group. We're based out of Dallas, Texas. We have over 280 years of experience. Our culture really promotes curiosity and accurate service and defines how we work with the customers. We have taken a platform that we've used on our life products and actually brought it to our Medicare Supplement product here with Capital Life. So we look forward to helping you go through these uncertain times and able to assist your clients with world-class service. And so here at Liberty Bankers Insurance Group, you'll hear us say this. We are here for the people who matter most, for the unexpected, for the future, and for life. That's what we have here at Liberty Bankers Insurance Group. And the Capital Life Medicare Supplement allows us to put that platform out to you so that you can make help your members with lifetime decisions. So let's talk about a little bit about the Capital Life Medicare Supplement. We actually went through and launched during AEP. I know a lot of you missed us during that time, but some of you did go out and attend AEP meetings, especially with Insurance Advisors Direct, and you saw us out in August talking about our product that we released since the end of September. We released Michigan as well as 3 other states during that state launch, and all the way through AEP, we started launching states. Our most recent state that we did launch at the end of January put us at a total of 29 states launched. We're very excited here to continue to grow and continue to launch states. What you'll see with our state launches across the country, and we'll talk about a little bit later, is we are priced usually between 1 and 5 on plans N and F, and between 1 and 15 in the market on a plan G. There are some outliers, like, for example, in the state of Florida. In a majority of the states, you'll see us in the 1 to 3 spot on the Plan G. So we ask that you look at your state to see what's going on. Here's kind of a map that will actually show you all of those states we put into the program. Kind of a color-coordinated map. The reds were our first states. Then we went into orange and purple, and then the light color green. Now let's talk about what makes us different and why Chrissy talked about I had been with another company and launched that product. I'm here with this one because of the OnTheSpot Underwriting. Myself and Sarah Deal, you may know Sarah also from previous with another company also. She was there 18 years. And we both made the decision to come here to Capital Life and Liberty Bankers Insurance Group because of this on-the-spot underwriting. It's unique. It's different than anyone else. And I'll tell you how it works differently when we talk about the on-the-spot underwriting. So what is on-the-spot underwriting? We can go to the next slide. We'll see. On-the-spot underwriting is what we call OTS, or underwriting at the point of decision process. That speeds up the underwriting for Medicare Supplement applications. Now, a lot of carriers say they have immediate decision underwriting, but what they actually have is accept or deny. We actually take what's called the yellow, which is that uncertain member, and we run a script check on those individuals, and we give them a decision at that moment. We give you an agent a red or a green. So that makes us different than any other company. Now, a lot of you may have heard our third-party administrator is Aetna through this process. The underwriting phone calls are done through another party. Those are done at the point of sale. So we're going to talk a little bit about that process right now and how it's going to work for you as an agent and how the application will actually work. I'm going to go through the paper process as well as electronic. This is a copy of our paper application. Each one of your states will have an application. It is a yes-no application. If they answer yes, they will be declined for the conditions listed on the application. If they answer no, we are going to run a script check. That prescription drug check takes about 30 seconds and allows us to realize if we need a telephone interview. Now, to help you with that drug check, before you even start the application process, we do have on our agent portal under Product and Tools, that's the light green area there on the screen, you're going to click down to Drug List. You can enter in the drugs, and what I recommend is make sure you spell them correctly, and it will show you the drugs that will be considered red on our system. There's also a downloadable PDF of this drug list. If you do download it, please make sure that you check periodically to make sure we haven't made any changes to that drug list. But I personally go out here on the website. You can even do it from your phone or iPad and put in the drug list. You type in the drug that they're taking, and that will tell you if it's considered a red drug. If you find a red drug, we recommend you don't even submit the application because it will be an automatic decline. Once you find out what drug your members are on, you can begin the application process with the paper app or the electronic app. As you see here, these are our yes-no questions. If they answer yes, again, the application will be declined. We know during these times of uncertainty and social distancing, a lot of members won't want you to come into their house, or you may not want to go into a lot of houses or out and about. So this is where I'm going to talk a little bit about how to do the paper application. We actually have questions, and I'm going to pause Chrissy real quick. We actually have questions that are security questions that allow you to complete the paper application over the phone. Those questions are such things as your favorite color, your high school mascot, mother's maiden name, or just a few that you'll see out there. When you're doing the application paper, you can actually take those questions. You will complete the application on paper, and you can either enter it in the system, or if you feel, hey, you know what, Mariana, I don't want to use electronic, I just want to fax in the paper app, you can fax in the application. Now, one thing I will tell you, whether it's paper or electronic, since it's paper, you won't see the system turn red, yellow, or green. So with a paper app, you're going to have to initiate the phone call to start the process for us to pull the drugs and do the information. If it is a paper application, it's going to be a longer phone call. The average phone time on the electronic app is around 13 minutes and 47 seconds. We say less than 15 usually. But with the paper app, it's going to take over 30 minutes. But remember, with us, even with the paper applications, you're going to get the decision on that day, as long as you're calling during the hours, and I'll show you those in just a moment. Now let's talk about the electronic app a little bit. On the next screen, you'll see when you log into our agent portal, once you're appointed and licensed, you will go to our Quote and Enroll tool. For those of you who want to practice on an application, that yellow area right there is where you can play in a sandbox. That means you can try to do these applications without actually having an app go through the system. Just make sure that you do have a date of birth and a social security number to do that. You will enter the Quote and Enroll tool and be able to do the online application. Once you complete that application, this next screen is where you're going to go. You're going to go into My Business, into the pending dashboard. This is an example of what your pending dashboard will look like. The yellow is one that's been routed to underwriting. If you click on the plus button, which is that little small dot there next to the date, That plus button will load the 855 number that I'm going to show you on the next couple of screens. That's the number that you're going to call to complete the phone interview. The yellow means, guess what? We're going to need to talk to the member. We're going to go over the drugs that we found as well as questions on the application. Again, that call takes less than 15 minutes. If the application is green on that screen that we just saw, you'll actually see that it's been approved, and you can go on to let your members know that it has been approved. There's also a light green that says eligibility check. Let's say we did the application on paper and we didn't initiate the phone call, or we did an electronic application and the member hasn't been reached yet via phone because we didn't initiate it and the call center hasn't been able to reach them. Anything that says eligibility check, when you go to your pending dashboard, you will need to initiate a phone call. All right, let's look at the next screen on the paper apps. We talked about this. Here's the 855 number. It's a toll-free number, 855-246-9030. So you're going to complete the paper app. You're going to call 855-246-9030, and you're going to get your applicant on a three-way call. Let them know that it was a paper application, and they will go through the application information they need to run the script check as well as complete the phone interview. This, again, the prescription drug check does take less than 10 seconds and immediate. And a lot of times, once they gather that information, they can tell you if it's been accepted or declined before you even finish. We are not going to make your members go through the entire process if the application has been accepted or declined. Once we get that red or green, we're going to stop and continue the rest of the phone call to speak to you to let you know the final decision. Here are the office hours of our tele-underwriting centers. They're up and running Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5, and there is a 24-hour voicemail. If for some reason you initiate the call or the member initiates the call and leaves a message, we will call them back within the next day and make sure that they are taken care of. Again, if it's on the weekend, we'll make the call on Monday. Very important, though, what we have found with a lot of seniors is if the call center is calling them, they don't recognize the number, they don't answer it. I know my parents are guilty. Heck, I'm guilty. So we want to make sure that you do leave that number with the members and they do initiate that phone call if it wasn't done at the time of sale via three-way call while you're working from home. Or if you do go do a face-to-face, you make sure you do get that call done. If not, leave that number with them. And very important, we will ask you to complete that phone call as soon as possible. We don't like pending business. I love when companies say, well, if it's in the yellow, it goes into our business. It takes, a week or two to issue. We don't want it to take a week or two. We want to issue it that day or within a couple of days. So if you do a paper application, these are your instructions on how to fax or mail in the app. This information is in what's called your quote and enroll tool. Your marketers and staff at Insurance Advisors Direct will be able to send you out after this webinar a quote and enroll tool. The quote and enrollment tool is going to be your handy-dandy guide for your paper and electronic applications. It's going to walk you through all the information we've talked to today to make sure that you have that information with you. Now, if your insured want to have their premium deducted from a bank account, they must include the EFT form filled out and signed. Make sure that it is signed. Also, if you're doing a paper application, you may see on your portal what's called a NIGO. That means there was missing information on your application. You can call in. There's a call-in number to call in and get the information. Or if you push the plus button, a lot of times you will see what's actually missing. I will tell you, the paper applications are usually missing signatures as well as replacement forms. Our number one reason for paper apps to be pending what we call NIGO or NIGO. You can call into customer service. They can let you know what is missing. Now let's talk about our marketing materials. Marketing materials for the Capital Life Medicare Supplement consist of course, our brochure. These are downloadable out on our portal. During these times, you'd be great to go ahead and email out to a member or you can order them to mail out. Again, they do talk about our plans that we do offer. We offer plans A, F, G, and N across the country. The next thing you'll see is going to be our e-application guide. This is our quote and enrollment process. This is what I was telling you that your fine team and Insurance Advisors Direct can send out to you upon your request. They'll be able to help you through the process and get out all the information you'll need to be able to complete your applications in a timely manner. So we do have LinkedIn ads out there. If you go to Liberty Bankers Insurance Group, we have an audio ad and an advertisement from Jason McClellan, our CEO of Insurance Advisors Direct. Jason in Insurance Advisors Direct, IAD, are a great partner with us. You'll see one of their ads out there. You'll also see information on things that you can use and share on the rates for Michigan are available, as well as we did a recent one on how to stay at home and complete your application. So go out there, use our ads that are out there to promote the company as well as the product. So we all love trips, and we all love trips in a lot of carriers. It's uncertain at these times of where they're going or what they're doing. I will tell you for 2021, we do have our trip already set. You as an agent have an opportunity with only $150,000 worth of annualized premium. You have the opportunity to go to Portugal. So our trip to Portugal will run from June 24th to the 29th of 2021. The qualifications begin on January 1st all the way through December 31st of 2020. Please take a look at our flyer on our trip, and again, your marketers at IAD can send that information out to you. Now let's look at rates. I went ahead and just included the rates for Michigan, but again, your marketers and your staff at IAD can get you a lot of the other states. So let's look, and this is from CSG Actuarial, so if you have access to that, take the time to put your zip code in and take a look. Now let's look at Grand Rapids. This is a 65-year-old female, non-tobacco user on a plan in. As you can see here, we do have the lowest rate in the Grand Rapids area on the plan in for a 65-year-old. We're at $70.01. Same thing goes for Traverse City as well as Kalamazoo. All right. The next was our Plan G rates. It looks like we missed those. But we will open the Plan G rates. If you look at the Plan G in those areas, we are also number one at a rate of $92.07 across the state of Michigan. Until you get down to around Saginaw, it does put us down in the number seven in the state. But if you see the difference between number one and number seven is only a $2 difference. And again, remember, we are going to give you that immediate underwriting decision. So take a look at the Capital Life rates across the state. I think you'll be very happy with what you see on the Plan N as well as the Plan G. Well, guys, I'm going to open it for any questions. Any questions that you may have, you can send over to Insurance Advisors Direct, and they will get those questions answered for you and out to you. I really want to thank everyone for their time today, for the people who matter most, for the unexpected, for the future, for life. Here at Liberty Bankers Insurance Group and Capital Life, we're very happy to say that we are here for the life year member, and we're here during all of these times where electronic applications have become very important, and the time that you get to spend with your members has changed a little bit, and we hope that you are here with us to help. We're here to help you through all of this. Thank you for your time today, and we appreciate all of this time that IAD has given us. And contact your marketers at IAD. They'll be glad to assist you through any of this process. Thanks, Chrissy, and have a great day, guys.
Thank you, Mariana. We appreciate your time, everyone.